Welcome to the GCSE Maths Advantage. I'm Dr. James Carter, and every episode I'm going to break down one topic, show you where the marks are, and give you a quick win you can use in your next exam, whether you're targeting a grade 7 or pushing for a 9. Let's get into it.
Hook. This one question lost more marks than any other on last year's papers. A triangle where students picked the wrong rule and lost time working out the impossible. Stay with me. I'll give you a one-line decision flow so you never pick the wrong rule again.
That sounds familiar. I once tried the cosine rule when the sine rule would have been quicker. Felt like running out of time.
Exactly. Let that sink in. In the next few minutes, we'll do 3 things. 1. Teach a simple decision flow to choose sine or cosine. 2. Explain the ambiguous SSA case and why it happens. 3. Show you exactly what to write to pick up method marks. Read the question twice, solve it once.
Section 1. The concept. First, the decision flow. Rule 1. If you have 2 sides and the included angle, that's cosine rule. If you have 2 angles and any side, that's sine rule. If you have 2 sides and a non-included angle, that's the SSA situation and can be ambiguous. Say that again with me. Included angle, cosine. Angle side pairs, sine. Non-included angle, watch out for ambiguity.
Can you explain included versus non-included angle in one line? I always mix those up under time pressure.
Good question. One line. An included angle is the angle between the 2 sides you know. If the angle sits between the 2 known sides, you use cosine. If it is not between them, it's non-included and could be SSA. Simple mental image, draw the 2 known sides. If the angle connects them, that's included. If it sits opposite one of them, that's non-included. Now the algebraic y. Cosine rule is just the law of cosines. A squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos a. It's derived from Pythagoras with an extra projection term, so it's perfect when you know 2 sides and the included angle, because you're connecting all 3 known items algebraically. The sine rule, sine A over A equals sine B over B equals sine C over C, comes from comparing ratios of opposite sides to sines of angles. It links an angle directly to the opposite side, and is ideal when you have an angle and opposite side, or 2 angles in one side.
So, sine links angle to opposite side, and cosine links 2 sides and included angle. That helps. But what's the ambiguous case? How does it really happen?
Section 1 continued. The ambiguous SSA case. Picture you know side A, side B, and angle A, where angle A is not between sides A and B. When you use the sine rule to find angle B via sin B equals B times sin A over A, you might get 2 possible angles, because sine has the same value for an acute angle and its supplement. Sin theta equals sin 180 degrees minus theta. That creates 2 possible triangles, one acute, one obtuse, or sometimes one solution or none if the value is impossible. This is the root cause of lost marks. Consequence. Whenever your calculation produces sin B equals 0.6, you must check both B equals arcsin of 0.6 and B equals 180 degrees minus arcsin of 0.6. Don't stop at the first angle you see on your calculator. That's the exam trap.
I've only written the first arcsin before and got a wrong diagram. That explains so much.
Section 2. The exam technique. Here's what the examiner wants to see to award method marks on a typical 2 or 3 mark trig question. For a 3 mark problem where you're finding a side or angle, M1 for setting up the correct equation or rule, M1 for a correct algebraic manipulation or intermediate value, and A1 for the correct final answer. For example, if you're using cosine rule, show the substitution a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos a with your numbers. That's M1. Then show the rearrangement to isolate the unknown, M1. Then the final numerical answer with units and rounding, A1. Here's where marks are hiding. Write it down. Don't just think it.
For the ambiguous SSA question,
M1 for applying sine rule to get sin B equals M1 for recognizing the second possible angle, B2 equals 180 degrees minus B1, and calculating the corresponding third angle, and A1 for each valid solution stated clearly. If both triangles are valid, you can get full marks for both answers, but you must show both. So always show the arcsine and the supplement check. Here's where students lose marks. They write B equals 37.1 degrees and stop. The examiner needs to see the supplement check or a reason why it isn't valid. Write it down.
What about presentation mistakes? Anything I should avoid so they don't cross out my method mark?
Yes, 3 common slips. 1. Skipping the substitution step and only writing the final number. That loses M1. 2. Using too many calculator decimals with no rounding statement. Either show exact surd form where possible or round to the given degree of accuracy. 3. Failing to label angles and sides clearly, especially if there are 2 possible triangles. If multiple answers exist, label them triangle 1 and triangle 2 in your working. Marks are there for the taking. Let's move to the quick win.
Section 3. The quick win. 10-second mnemonic. Included, cosine. Opposite, sine. Supplement, check. Repeat that in your head during the exam and it will sort the choice fast. 3 quick checks to catch SSA. 1. Check whether the given angle is between the 2 known sides. 2. Calculate sin B and immediately test if the value is greater than 1, no solution, less than 1 with a neat arc sin, 1 or 2 solutions, or exactly 1, right angle. 3. Always compute the supplement 180 degrees minus arc sin value and test angles add to less than 180 degrees when combined with the given angle. These 3 checks take 10 to 20 seconds and save minutes later. Don't skip the check.
That's usable in an exam. I can imagine writing B equals arcsin 0.6 equals 37.0 degrees or B equals 180 minus 37.0 equals 143.0 degrees, and then calculating C both times.
Exactly. Now let's do a worked exam example so you can hear the full set of steps. Question. In triangle ABC, A equals 8 centimeters, B equals 11 centimeters, and angle A equals 30 degrees. Find angle B. Step 1. Identify SSA, because we have 2 sides and an angle not included between them, so choose sine rule. Step 2. Write sine of B over B equals sine of A over A. Substitute numbers. Sine of B equals B times sine of A over A equals 11 times sine of 30 degrees over 8. Calculate sine of 30 degrees equals 0.5, so sine of B equals 11 times 0.5 over 8 equals 5.5 over 8 equals 0.6875.
Step 3. Principal angle B1 equals B1 arcsin of 0.6875, approximately 43.4 degrees. Important, compute the supplement B2 equals 180 minus 43.4 degrees equals 136.6 degrees. Step 4. Check each triangle. If B1 equals 43.4 degrees, then C1 equals 180 minus A minus B1 equals 180 minus 30 minus 43.4 equals 106.6 degrees. That's valid because C1 is positive. If B2 equals 136.6 degrees, then C2 equals 180 minus 30 minus 136.6 equals 13.4 degrees, which is also positive. So both triangles are valid. Both answers must be reported.
So in the exam, I'd write both. B equals 43.4 degrees, triangle 1, and B equals 136.6 degrees, triangle 2, and show the calculation for C in each case, so the examiner sees both complete triangles. Right.
Right, and be explicit. Show sin B equals 0.6875, B equals arcsin 0.6875 equals 43.4 degrees, B equals 180 degrees minus 43.4 degrees equals 136.6 degrees. Then show C calculations. Label them clearly and include units and rounding. That's how you get full marks. Marks map, M1 for writing sin B equals M1 for arcsin and supplement, M1 for computing C and concluding both triangles are valid, A marks for final values. Write it down, don't just think it.
Recap and practice plan. 1 sentence. Included angle, cosine. Opposite angle side, sine. SSA, always check the supplement. Now 3 short practice questions. 1. A quick 2-minute cosine rule question. Find side A when B equals 7, C equals 9, A equals 60 degrees. 2. A 3-minute sine rule practice. Given A equals 5, A equals 40 degrees, B equals 8, find B and check for SSA. 3. A 5-minute mixed question with a diagram where you must decide and show both possible triangles. Timed practice. Do each once, mark with the method map above, then repeat the SSA one until you consistently show the supplement. That's 20 minutes of focus revision that will shift your confidence. Marks are there for the taking.
I like the timed plan, short, focused repetitions. I'll do those now after the episode. Less than half an hour to feel more confident.
That's your quick win for today. If this helped, share it with a friend who's revising. You'll find more worked solutions and revision resources at jcacademyonline.co.uk. Until next time, trust the process and nail that exam. Stay curious.